Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the next video in my college series. This video is going to be about just kind of some truths about college and what college is all about and what to really expect. I have 5 things that I'm going to talk about, so let's just go ahead and get into it. The first thing to know is that everyone is trying to make friends. A lot of people go to college and they feel really overwhelmed because they don't know anybody. You're not the only one in that boat. Most people who go to college go by themselves or go with very few people at least that they know, maybe from their high school. So as far as getting to know people, you shouldn't feel weird about like introducing yourself to people or taking advantage of a situation, like sitting next to somebody in class that you think looks friendly, or at the caf or in the library or anywhere that it might be. Everyone is trying to make friends, and if you approach somebody, chances are they're going to embrace you because they're looking for the same thing that you are. The next thing that I really learned in college was that college is the time where you really learn who you are, like what your interests are, what your values are, what kind of person you are. Like, you may think you know that in high school, but pretty sure that you don't. You're going to change in a lot of ways during college, like maybe whether it be like things that you're into. Like you might turn into somebody who's like super outdoorsy and super athletic even though you weren't in high school, or maybe your political views will change. A lot of times when people move to college, it's kind of a culture shock. Like if you move somewhere that's a lot different from like your small town. Like I grew up in a really small town, and when I moved to college, things were really different, and it was like a culture shock. But yeah, all of those experiences that you're going to have and people that you're going to meet are going to change who you are. Your interests will change, your values will change, like I said. So just know that going in, that you're probably not going to be the same person coming out of college as you were going in. You're probably going to be pretty different. The next thing is, college is what you make it. If you go in to college and you don't pay attention to your grades and you're just slacking off and sleeping in all the time and not going to class, your grades are going to slip and you're probably going to flunk out. If you are in your room all the time by yourself and you never go out, you never leave your door open, you never introduce yourself to people, you're probably not going to meet people, and you're probably not going to have very much fun in college. It's probably not going to be a very good time for you. So remember that you get what you put in. So if you put in the effort to like make friends and have good grades and like try new things and develop yourself as a person, that's what's going to happen. If you don't put in the effort, you're not going to get very much out of college other than debt. The next thing is about dating in college. Dating in college is pretty different than dating in high school. Not everybody has the same... Not everybody's looking for a relationship. A lot of people are not, especially their first year, are not looking for a relationship. And it's important to keep that in mind. So if you're a person who gets taken advantage of or gets sucked into situations like that, be mindful that like not everybody's looking for that. Like a lot of people are looking to hook up. Not everybody, and it is possible to have a boyfriend in college. I did. It's just different, and you have to be able, if you're going to date somebody in college, you need to date somebody who is, I guess, along for the ride with you and wants to experience college to the fullest, and just don't let it hold you back. Like, not saying like don't be in a committed relationship, because it's totally possible. I've done it. You just have to know that like that's a time in your life where that's going to be different. Like it does make dating a little bit difficult, or it can make dating a little bit difficult. It's completely doable. You might go into college with a boyfriend and think that you guys are gonna last, and you might break up after like the first week, and that just might happen, and it just changes you, and you kind of have to go in and expect that not everything's going to go as expected. So yeah, I think if you are going to date in college, it's important to date somebody who has the same values as you, and like you're not afraid to go out with, and that like you trust and will experience new things with you, and will let you have time to, I guess, explore yourself also. That sounds really weird, but I think you guys know what I mean. The last thing that I learned in college was that your high school friendships may change. Like you might have somebody who you're best friends with in high school who maybe goes to a different school than you, or maybe doesn't go to college. A lot of people don't go to college, and they'll stay home and like they get married and start having kids right out of high school, and if that's the case, then, you know, if you go to college and your friends are back home, like getting married and having kids, like your lifestyles are going to be drastically different. And yes, it's still possible to be friends, and, you know, you could still keep in touch with those people and be friends with them, of course, but just know that your lifestyles are going to be pretty drastically different. Like you're not going to have the same priorities, and you're going to meet people who have the same priorities as you at that point in your life in college. So, not saying at all that like high school friendships don't last, because they do. Not all of them do, but if you're really close friends in high school and you still take care of the friendship, and you still if you still nurture the friendship, and you come back and there'll be friends who you can catch up with, like, you know, you never stop talking. Like if you go like months without talking and then you start talking again and it's like nothing changed, like those are the friendships that are going to last. So I guess just knowing that your high school friendships are probably going to change. And even if somebody does go to college with you from your high school and you guys are really close friends, that doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to remain as close of friends as you were in high school. Everybody figures out who they are in college, and they might find out that they might follow a different path that like kind of guides them away from you. Like, but you know, like sometimes that just happens, and it's okay. And you'll meet new people, and maybe you guys will link up in the future. And it's just kind of how it goes. But just knowing that and knowing what to expect and not being afraid of it. Like, don't worry about it. Like, if friendships don't last, then people come and go. Like, you will meet new people, and you might meet some of your best friends in college. But yeah, that's all the tips I have for this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like and comment and subscribe. I post new videos every week. So until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye.